Why isn't anyone teaching you this? Hi, I'm Cheryl Barton. After more than a decade of running Dayspring's entire photography department solo, handling what most studios need a whole team for, I realized there was one crucial system that no one told me about when I was starting out. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain and sharing the business systems that completely transformed my career. If you've ever wondered why some photographers thrive while other photographers barely survive, keep watching. I'm about to reveal what most professionals never talk about. What if I told you that the difference between six-figure photography business and barely scraping by has nothing to do with your camera or your creative eye? Stay with me because I'm about to show you the exact corporate systems that transform the photography department at Dayspring. You know the one. They're owned by Hallmark Greeting Card Company. For over a decade, I ran Dayspring's photography department on my own, handling responsibilities that actually require an entire team. Today, I'm excited to share the behind-the-scenes systems that made it all possible. But first, let me ask you something, and be honest with yourself here. When was the last time you spent more time actually shooting than searching for files, chasing for payments, drowning in admin work? If you cringe just a little, you're exactly who needs to hear this. Picture this. It's 11 p.m. You're still at your computer, desperately searching through the folders named Final version 3. Trying to find that one shot your client wants revised. Your phone buzzes and another client wondering about their invoice you forgot to send. Sound familiar? Here's what most photographers don't realize. You're not running a business, you're running in circles. And I get it because I see this a lot. Talented photographers with incredible skills producing amazing work, yet barely keeping their heads above water. You know what's even more heartbreaking? 80% of photography businesses fail in the first 5 years. And here's the kicker. It's almost never because of poor photography skills. It's because photographers are artists trying to wing it in the business, hoping talent alone will carry you through. But talent without systems, that's just expensive hobby with tax complications. Let me paint you a different picture. Every single day at Dayspring, I manage multiple product shoots. We're talking hundreds of products per month. I coordinated with marketing teams, met inflexible corporate deadlines, and maintained brand consistency across thousands of images. And here's the wild part. I do it all as a one-person department. No assistant, no intern, no backup photographer, just me and my systems. You may be asking yourself, how? Because in the corporate world, chaos isn't an option. When the CEO needs product photos for tomorrow's presentations, I just can't find the files, doesn't fly. When marketing needs 500 edited images for the holiday catalog, I'm overwhelmed, just isn't in the vocabulary. The corporate world forced me to develop bulletproof systems, and after a decade of refinement, I realized something very powerful. These same systems that kept a photography department running could transform any photography business. The only difference, most independent photographers have never been exposed to them. Let me tell you about the moment everything clicked for me. I was in my second year at Dayspring and we were heading into the busiest season. So just think, thousands of products for our spring catalog. My predecessor had left me with, well, let's just say it was a disaster. Files were everywhere, no naming conventions, zero tracking systems. Yeah, I was working overtime and still falling behind. Something had to change or I was going to burn out completely. So I did what any desperate person does. I studied how the Fortune 500 companies, including our home office of Hallmark, managed their assets. So I dove into corporate project management and digital asset management. Then I adapted everything for photography. I built templates and created workflows, and within 30 days, just 1 month, I went from chaos to control. My 70-hour weeks became 40, my stress levels dropped, my output increased. So what exactly are these systems? Let me break it down for you. There's 5 pillars that changed everything for me. So pillar 1, digital asset management. So forget folders named by the date or project. I'm talking about a keyword and tagging system. So powerful, I can find any photo from the past in under 10 seconds. Seriously, any photo. A client needs a specific angle of blue vase from 2019. Found. Pillar 2, client blueprint. Every interaction, preference, deadline, detailed, captured in one place. So when Mrs. Johnson calls about her 5th corporate headshot she needed, I already knew she preferred morning shoots, hates overhead lighting because of her white hair, and always orders 20 prints from the board members. That's not a good memory. That's a good system. Pillar 3, financial visibility. So this one's huge. Most photographers have no idea what their hourly rate truly is. My tracking sheets show exactly which services make money and which are draining profits. Pillar 4 is project pipeline management. Every project follows the same workflow template. The date, quote, contract, shoot prep, production, post-production, delivery, and follow-up. So nothing falls through the cracks because the system won't let it. It's automated reminders, it's status tracking, deadline alerts. It runs like clockwork. Pillar 5, equipment and expense intelligence. You need to know exactly where every piece of gear costs you per shoot. Track which equipment actually generates ROI. I discovered one of my expensive lenses I only use twice a year, while a basic reflector was in every shoot. Which one do you think I got rid of? So here's what I built from those experiences. First, the Focused on Success Planner. It's a 50-page system packed with the same workflows and tracking tools that I used at Dayspring. And second, the Photography Quote and Estimate Form, a tool designed to help and confidently price every job, never leave money on the table again. Here's how they all work together. So let's say you just booked a product shoot. First, you use the quote and estimate form. At the top, you've got the client details, and then you list every expense. So day rates, assistants, equipment, props, stylists, travel, post-production, licensing. Nothing gets missed. The scope and the deliverable section keeps everything clear, and the terms protect your business. Next, the Focused on Success Planner kicks in. You log the project in your tracker, organize the images by assigning keywords, digital asset systems, and update your revenue sheet at the month's end to see exactly where your profit is coming from. Together, these tools turn chaos into clarity and prevent those stressful oversights. I learned that the hard way. I've already seen photographers transform their businesses with these tools. Beth is a portrait photographer in Texas, and she raised her rates 40% because she finally realized her true cost. Mike is a product photographer, eliminated low-paying services and boosted his income by 60%. And Jennifer saved 10 hours a week with a digital asset system alone. These aren't lucky breaks. This is what happens when you treat your business like a business. So here's what to do next. Download the Photography Quote and Estimate form right now. Customize it with your own logo, rates, and terms so you can start quoting like a pro immediately. I've linked it in the description below. Let me show you these systems in action with a real project from last month. A national lunch meat company, Hormel, product shoot for their current line, tight deadlines, and specific brand requirements. So first, everything goes into my client blueprint. Contact details, brand colors, shoot list, inspiration images, deadline, budget, special requirements, but without avoiding the cross-contamination in the studio. This takes about 3 minutes to input, and it saves me hours on the back end. On the shoot day, my preparation checklist ensures that nothing is forgotten. Equipment is packed based on the shoot requirements, backups are ready, timeline planned to the minute. The shoot flows smoothly because I'm not scrambling and second guessing myself. Post-production. Here's where the magic happens. You import your photos, apply my keyword template, batch process, basic adjustments, and flag selects. What used to take me all day takes me just 2 hours. The client gets their preview gallery that evening and they're blown away by the speed. Delivery and follow-up. So automated invoices go out with the final images. Payment tracking shows you when it's received. Follow-up sequence scheduled for the testimonial request and repeat business opportunity. The entire project is profitable, professional, and stress-free. Now, I could keep explaining about these systems, but showing is always better than telling. That's why I've taken every template, every workflow, every tracking sheet from my decade at Dayspring and compiled them into a 50-page planner specifically designed for photographers. This isn't some generic business planner with photography labels slapped on it. These are actual corporate tested tools refined through thousands of shoots and millions of dollars in corporate photography projects. Inside, you'll find the client management workflows that turns chaos into clockwork. Project management tools that ensure nothing falls through the cracks again. Imagine this, 30 days from now, you wake up knowing exactly what needs to be done today. Your client calls and you have their entire history at your fingertips. You deliver projects early and under budget. You're charging professional rates because you know your worth and you can prove it. You're working fewer hours, but making more money. Your photography skills already set you apart creatively. Now it's time for your business systems to match the level of professionalism, because here's the truth. In today's market, just being a great photographer isn't enough. You need to be a great business owner too. So here's what I want you to do. Right now, not tomorrow, not next week, right now, while you're still feeling motivation, first, just click in the link in the description and grab your 50-page corporate photography blueprint for just $27. Second, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. Next week, I'm going to be showing you the exact filing systems that kept thousands of Dayspring photos organized and searchable in seconds. You don't want to miss it. Third, drop a comment below and tell me your biggest organizational challenge. I read every comment and often I create videos based on your questions. Look, you can keep doing what you're doing and working harder, not smarter, hoping things will magically improve, or you can invest in less than a memory card into systems that will transform your business forever. The choice is yours, of course, but remember, every day you wait is another day of unnecessary chaos, missed opportunities, and money left on the table. Click that link below and let's transform your photography business together. This is Cheryl Barton, and I'll see you in the next video where organization meets opportunity. Before you go, check out this video about what do you charge? Your roadmap to profitable shoots. Subscribe if you haven't already, and remember, professional systems create professional results. See you in the next video.